morning, dear students. In our previous class, we have studied about sound, how it is produced, how it reaches to us, how it can travel, in which medium it travels fastest. So about sound, we have discussed so many things, and we have discussed about noise and music also. The sound which is unpleasant to our ears or which irritates us, which is no comfortable for us, that sound is known as noise. And the sound which is pleasant to our ears, by listening if we happy, then that sound is known as music. The sound which is pleasant to our ears, that is known as music, and the sound which is not pleasant to our ears, that is known as noise. About the production of noise, we have discussed. In our homes, we are using TV at high volume that produce noise pollution. We are using loudspeakers that also pollute our environment or cause noise. We are using DJ also produce noise. So these are the things which pollute our environment, and we have to reduce them. We can listen or we can see the TV at a minimum volume or at a audible range. So and soft things absorb sound, so we can use the heavy curtains and so many soft things inside a room. Take one more example of this. If we are in an empty room, the sound reflect and it revibrate. But if students are sitting inside the classroom, then sound does not reflect. Why it does not reflect? Because the sound is absorbed by the clothes of the students, bags of the students. So if room is empty, then after striking on the wall, the sound get reflect and it revibrate. Or reverberation of sound, multiple reflection of sound is known as reverberation. Now we will discuss about some instruments which are used to produce sound. First is string instrument. As we know that a string means thread. If we are using a wire, then those instruments are known as string instruments like sitar, guitar. In sitar and guitar, we are using wires. These strings, when we vibrate or when the strings vibrate, that will produce sound. Second, we have skin instrument. Skin instrument like drum, tabla, these all are known as skin instrument. When we hit the skin of those instruments, the skin vibrates, and then due to that vibration, sound is produced. Third, we have wind instruments. Wind instruments, the instruments which are using winds like trumpet, flute. In flute, we have air columns. Some spaces are present in the flute. Through these spaces, the air comes out, and air is the source of production of sound. So in wind instrument, air columns are used, and these air columns are used for the production of sound. So these are the types of instruments which are used for the production of sound. About frequency, the number of oscillation per second is known as frequency. The number of oscillation in a second known as frequency, and its unit is hertz. It is denoted by Hz. Hertz is the unit of frequency. Now we will discuss about the audible range. Audible range of human is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. If the sound has frequency 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, then the sound is audible to us. Otherwise, if the sound have less than 20 hertz, we cannot listen that sound. If the sound has frequency more than 20,000 hertz, we cannot listen that sound also. So the audible range of human being is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, and these are also known as sonic sound. If the frequency is less than 20 hertz, then the sound is known as infrasonic sound. If the frequency is less than 20 hertz, then the sound is known as infrasonic sound. And infrasonic sound, we cannot listen that sound because frequency is not in the audible range. If the sound has frequency more than 20,000 Hz, then the sound is known as ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic sound, the sound which have frequency more than 20,000 Hz, that sound is known as ultrasonic sound. If the frequency is more than 20,000 Hz, then the sound is also not audible to us because the audible range of human is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. So these are the three types of sound according to the frequency: sonic, infrasonic and ultrasonic. Sonic from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Infrasonic if sound have frequency less than 20 Hz. Ultrasonic if sound have frequency less than 20,000 Hz. Ultrasound, the sound which have frequency more than 20,000, those are known as ultrasound. Now we will discuss about the application or use of ultrasound. Ultrasound, these are used for cleaning purpose also. Suppose we have a pipe in this shape. Can we clean this pipe? If it is thin, things cannot enter in it and we cannot clean this pipe. But if we use ultrasound, particles vibrate fastly and they can use or they can clean the tube from inside. So ultrasounds are used for cleaning purpose also. These are used for the finding of defect in metals. In metals, by seeing we cannot tell that this piece is defected or it is a good material. So how we will find the defect? Suppose this is an iron piece. When we pass the ultrasound, here we use a receiver. If the sound is received at receiver, all the sound waves are received at receiver, it means the piece is good or the material is good. If any ray is not reaches or any wave is not reaches here, it means that material have defect at that point. So this is ultrasounds are used for to find the defect in the metals also. These are used for echocardiography. Echocardiography is a medical process which is used for the heart. It is related to heart, so ultrasounds are used in echocardiography also. Ultrasound are used in sonar also. Sonar, sound navigation and ranging. Sonar stands for sound, navigation and ranging. These sonars are used to find the depth of sea, to find the submarines, or to find the things which are present inside the water. So ultrasounds are used in sonar also. Ultrasounds are used in echocardiography for cleaning purpose also, to find the defect. These are the applications of ultrasounds which have frequency more than 20,000 Hz. The audible range of human being we have discussed 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Now we will discuss how the sound is reaches to us. Sound require a medium to travel. How sound is produced in human being. So in human being, in throat we have voice box or larynx. That voice box have vocal cords. A slit is present. When the air passes through this slit, it starts vibrating. Vocal cords start vibrating, and due to the vibration, sound is produced. Now the sound is produced, it reaches to us. How it is audible to us? When the sound travel in a medium, after traveling it strike on the outer ear. That outer part of the ear is known as pinna. This part of ear is known as pinna. So sound strike or vibration strike on pinna. After pinna we have ear canal. After pinna we have ear canal. Through ear canal the sound waves reaches to eardrum. Eardrum like a balloon. When the sound compress it, its size will change. When rarefaction will be there, again its size will be changed. So eardrum works like a balloon. When we press, its size change. When we release, again its size will change. So after striking pinna, the sound reaches to eardrum. Ear canal. After ear canal, the sound reaches to eardrum. These parts, this is known as outer ear, or these are known as inner ear, ear canal and eardrum. After this, the sound reaches to inner ear. In inner ear, we have three interlocking bones: hammer, anvil, stirrup. These three interlocking bones are present after eardrum. The vibration transferred first to hammer, then from hammer the vibration reaches to anvil, and from anvil the vibration reaches to stirrup. After stirrup, the sound waves or vibration reaches to the liquid part. A liquid is present in our ear. That liquid is known as cochlea. In cochlea, the sound reaches, and after cochlea, the nerves, optic nerves or sensory nerves, send that signal to brain, and brain decided what we have listened. So how the sound reaches in our ear? The sound or vibration strike on pinna. From pinna, the vibration transfer to ear canal. From ear canal, the vibration transfer to eardrum. From eardrum, the vibration reaches to inner ear. In inner ear, we have three interlocking bones: hammer, anvil, and stirrup. From eardrum, the vibration reaches to hammer. From hammer, the vibration reaches to anvil. From anvil, the vibration reaches to stirrup. After stirrup, the vibration reaches to liquid, which is present in our ear, and that is known as cochlea. In cochlea, the vibration transferred to the brain with the help of sensory nerves, and brain decided what we have listened. So in this way, the sound is audible to us. Now we will do a numerical based on sonar. Sonar stands for sound navigation and ranging. The question is, a sonar device on a submarine sends out a signal and receives an echo 5 seconds later. Calculate speed if distance is 3.625 meters, 3625 meters. Now a word is used, echo. What do you mean by echo? Echo, the repetition of sound. When we get the repetition after 1/10th of a second, then it is known as echo. Dear students, when during assembly, sometimes when the sound comes from the speakers after striking school building, the sound is again audible to us. We listen the same things 2 times. So that repetition of sound is, if after 1/10th of a second, then it is known as echo. Suppose if we are here, or source of sound is here, if we travel a distance of 17 meters or more than 17 meters, after striking here, it comes back, and this phenomenon bouncing back is known as reflection. And if we listen that sound after striking on another object, then it is known as echo. So here 2 things are given. Time is given 5 seconds. Distance is given 3625 meters. Now the question said we have a submarine here. From here we transmit the sound. It strikes on the surface of any object, and after striking we receive the sound in receiver. After 5 seconds we listen that sound. So 5 seconds is the time of sound to travel this distance and this distance also. Now the question asks about speed. Total distance is given, this distance and this distance is given 3625 meters, and time is 5 seconds. We know the formula of speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So here distance is given 3625 and time is given 5. So divided 725 meter per second is the speed. But this is the speed when the distance is double, this distance and this distance. But in question it is given that the distance of that object from here is 3625 meter. So we will multiply this speed by 2. Why we multiply by 2? because we have to take the half time. Echo is the repetition of time, so it is total time. So when we multiply it by 2, we will get 725 into 2, 1450 meter per second. 1450 meter per second is the speed of sound in water. That is nearby 1500 meter per second. So in this way we have to solve the numerical related to sonar. Echo is the repetition of sound. If we listen the sound after 1/10th of a second, then it is known as echo. And what will be the minimum distance to listen echo? If we speak near a well, then after striking on the ground, the sound comes back and we listen the repetition. Similarly, if we are standing near the mountains, if we speak something, sound travels, strike on the mountains, and it comes back and it is audible to us. So if we listen the sound after 1/10th of a second, then only we can differentiate between two sounds. So at that time we can say that echo is produced. So for echo production, the time should be 1/10th of a second, repetition of time should be 1/10th of a second, and the distance should be 17 meter. Why the distance should be 17 meter? Because we know that speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second nearby. So this speed, time is given 1/10. So distance is equal to speed into time. 340 into 1/10. 0 से 0 cancel, we get 34 meter. 34 meter is the total distance which is traveled by the sound to produce echo. 34 meter is the distance which is required to travel by sound for the production of echo. Now if the object is 17 meter away from us, then the sound will travel 17 meter in this to travel or to reach that object, and after striking object it comes back and covers 17 meter also. So if the object is 17 meter away from us, then echo will produce if speed of sound is 340 meter per second. Sometimes the speed of sound changes with the increase in temperature. The speed of sound increase with the decrease in temperature. The speed of sound decrease. We have a relation also. Velocity is equal to wavelength into frequency, or wavelength into 1/time period. We have a relation, frequency is equal to 1/time period, or time period is equal to 1/frequency. So these are the four formulas which we can use in the solving of numerical. Velocity or speed is equal to wavelength into frequency. Velocity is equal to wavelength into 1/time period. Frequency is reciprocal of time period, and time period is reciprocal of frequency. So if we use these formulas, we can find numericals. Mainly from this chapter we get numerical on sonar. Sonar is a device which is used to find the depth of sea or to find the hidden enemies inside the water, sound navigation and ranging. Thank you.